What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We got a lot going on in this video, so let me give you a quick little update on what all we've been doing. So I found a new bed for the truck. I got a really good deal on it. Has a little bit of damage over here. Right here, it's the only damage, so I got like $1,000 off of it. So I can fix that pretty easy. I think I might just be able to push it out and hammer it. So I'm not sure. I kind of want to use my little dent puller over here, but we'll see. So I got that. Got a guy coming to buy this bed for $450. So we'll get that sold. He should be here any minute. We have this tailgate. So we need to get everything sanded down, get everything prepped for paint, get that dent fixed, and just get it all put back together. So if you wonder where Tyler's at, today's the big strawberry festival in Ponchatoula. He does a lot of volunteer work. He's working at a lot of booths, serving different food. I think he's in a parade today, so we might get him out here tomorrow, but definitely today is pretty busy. So I know a lot of y'all has been missing him. I have too. He's a lot of help to me, and I kind of miss just having him out here hanging with me, but I got to keep the content going. I got to keep working on the truck. And dealing with a teenager, he's always got stuff to do, so just got to kind of work around that, and hopefully we can get him out here soon. Also, a company just sent this to us to test out. I didn't even know they made something like this. It's Tesmen. It's a brake fluid liquid tester. I think it tests the moisture or how well your brake fluid is. So we'll unbox that and test it later. I've never even heard of that before, so I'm kind of excited to give that a test. So I think today is going to be just a lot of sanding. Even this, where we sprayed this primer, it's got a lot of orange peel. I think you can kind of see it right there. So we're going to get that all smoothed down, get everything ready for paint. And I've been researching different mufflers because I want to do that while the bed is off. It's going to be so much easier. I kind of like the sound of the Flowmaster the best, the 2-chamber, and I found some knockoff versions of it. So I might try one of those just to see how it is, and we'll get that cut out and welded in maybe next week. All right, I just came and bought the old bed, paid $450 for it. He said that was super cheap, didn't even want to negotiate because all the ones he'd been seeing, like half a bed was $800 to $900. So now we can, they even set it up on here for me. That was super nice of them. So now we can start working on probably removing all these plastic pieces, sanding this down to bare metal, and then sanding the rest of the bed, just getting it all prepped for paint. I was going to try to save these. I took them off the old one, but I saw them on eBay, brand new ones for two of them is like $30, $35. So I'll just buy some new ones. And that's the wrong size. All right, so we needed a T15. Get these off. These I'll probably just reuse. There's no damage. I guess when they set it down, it just crushed that one. Might as well take these off too. Even though you never see it, no use getting paint on it. So this bed's actually a lot better than my original, because mine, I had the basic custom model. So this has a spray-in bed liner, has that pretty little Chevy symbol, and it actually has this outlet. It's only 400 watts. That's not that good. I don't know really what you can run on that. And it has this wiring harness, and I noticed mine, it's capped off. So I do have the wiring harness to hook it up. I would just have to put an inverter behind the seat. But 400 watts, so if you go 400 into 120, that's going to give you about 3.5 amps or so. And that's not much you can do. Maybe run a circular saw or a light or a fan. But I don't know where you'd put the inverter. I guess it's going to go probably behind the seat somewhere. So if I have the plug over here, so I should have a plug somewhere back here, but I don't know if I ought to just upgrade it to a 1,000-watt inverter and rerun wires and then wire it straight into that. That'd give me more stuff that I can actually run and use it for. But in all actuality, I probably would only use it for a fan or for a light, or probably maybe a circular saw, like if I'm working on a fence or something. So I'll probably just keep it at that and just install me an inverter behind the seat. So that'd probably be the easiest way and kind of be a little upgrade for this truck over the custom model. Bed all stripped down. Got this off. I have to figure out how to take this cover off of here. I'm sure it's probably pop that off. Hopefully it's not glued on. I can get that off, sand it and paint it. But before we start sanding all that down, all that boring stuff, I want to check this tool out. See how this works, see if we got some good brake fluid or need to change that out. All right, so this is the Tesmen TBF 200, and I just pulled it up on Amazon, and they have two of them. They have the one that we have for $17.99, looks like a coupon for $17, and they have a bigger model. I think the only difference is it has a light on it, and that's 23 bucks. So if you ever go like the Firestone and get your oil changed, and then they do like a little 21-point inspection, then they come back and say, oh, you need your brake fluid changed out, and it's like $120 to get that done. And that's like one of the most overcharged services that they do. It's a huge money maker for shops, and it's super easy to do. But with this, 17 bucks, you can actually see if it's bad yourself. Because majority of the time they just scamming you. And there's nothing wrong with your brake fluid. So this is basically just a moisture test to see how much moisture is in your brake fluid. So when you turn it on, it automatically defaults to .3. So all you do is swap it to .4. That's what's in the Silverado. So what you want is something between 0 and 2%. 2 to 3 is okay. Over 3, you need to change it immediately. So let's go try it out. All you gotta do is put these two probes into the brake fluid, and then it tests, I guess, the resistance between the two to see how much moisture's in it. All right, got it on .4. Got us a little light set up. So the reservoir is way down in here. Let's see what it's gonna be. Just barely stick the two probes in. 2.5, 2.2. It's coming out to 2.5%, which we're below the 3, so we're at that kind of borderline of we can change it or we can still go with it. So I actually bought a bottle of .4 because when we were going to do the whole frame swap, take all this off, I was going to lose all my brake fluid, Freon, coolant, so I have a full bottle, so I'm going to just do a flush anyway. So I'm not going to do that today. I just wanted to test this tool out, which I think is super cool. So I'll have a link in the description for this if you want to check it out. It'd make a great little gift too for somebody. Actually, I think I have an old bottle. Let's see what I have. Don't look at the mess in here. Yeah, here's a bottle. This is probably at least 10 years old. I don't know if it would have a date on it. We can test this. It'd be nice to know how old it is. So let's see what this comes out to be. Alright, so let's turn it on. Let's get it on dot 3. So it does dot 3, 4, and dot 5.1. Clean it off. It's going to be interesting. It's way down in there. Getting 3.7. This is definitely bad. Interesting. So that's good to know. There's no use keeping brake fluid for that long. We'll bring this back to AutoZone and dump it in their recycle bin. But so ours is good in the truck. We're still going to change it. Probably do that in a few weeks. I'll make a video of how to do a complete brake fluid flush. So it's a pretty cool little tool. I didn't even know something like this existed. So if you want to get one, I'll have a link in the description and you can check it out. All right, I think I'm going to do the tailgate next. Go ahead and strip it down, get the letters off, get that camera, get the wiring harness, since that's not going to work anyway on my truck. I think that's the HD camera, and I don't have a HD plug on here, so I'm going to have to probably put my old camera back in. The rest of it's going to work. Plus, I'm trying to get out of sanding this bed. I think I might leave that for Tyler, since he's off enjoying the Strawberry Festival. That can be his punishment, sanding all that. So I'm going to do all the fun stuff and then let him do that. I'm going to use a little heat first, and then I'll use some fishing string and try to just pull them off. Then I have a rubber wheel. I'll get all the glue off. It don't take too much. Just got to loosen it up a little bit, which it don't really matter if I mess this up anyway. We're going to sand it. And I'm going to re-prime everything, because your paint job's so much better when you put a sealer over everything. And that's probably good. Just got to go slow. Probably break it a few times, since this is a little low weight fishing string, probably 8 pounds. Yep. Got that. I was working on the Silverado. If you was debadging your vehicle, you wouldn't want to put too much heat, because you wouldn't want to mess up the paint. But here we don't really care. And I don't think I'm going to put the letters back on. I kind of like a debadged vehicle anyway. And I hit the rubber wheel to this, and that'll come off real good. Sand it down with 320 or 400. And it'll be ready for paint. All right, got all of them off. And we did use a little too much heat. We kind of messed up the paint in a few spots, so if you're doing this on a good vehicle, definitely want to use just a bare minimum heat. Let's get this glue off. Yeah, we definitely use way too much heat. So we have to sand that down good now. All right, let's flip it over and take all the plastic off. This is a T20. We'll get all these out. That way we can paint the front and back. So here's the camera system off my old one, and see the difference. So this connection's the same, but the one over here, this camera, I guess it's HD or something, but it's different. So I can just swap that little camera out with this. Just take this out, put the new one in, because mine's a little cracked up here. This one's a lot better. So just change out that one camera and I'll have a better little system here. Yeah, see, this one's in much better shape. It's not all cracked up. So I'll use this one. I could pop this camera out. It's a little bitty square camera. Put my camera in, and that way my wiring harness will fit up straight to that. Everything else is the same. Got the wiring harness out. I think I'm gonna leave this locking mechanism in. I'll just cover it up with a plastic bag and tape it real good. So now I gotta get this off. This part is glued. The rest of it is just snapped in. Let's see how many we broke. And maybe we lost a couple in here. That ain't gonna be bad. We can get those, pull those out, slide them back in. Main thing, you don't want to pull too hard on one side and put a crease in it. All right, I started sanding. I'm using 320 because I messed up the paint right here with that heat gun, so I needed to feather it out. I'm gonna do 320 and come back with some 400, then it'll be good for primer. So I got the tailgate about as good as I can get with the DA. I'm gonna have to hand sand all these shiny parts, especially up in here. That way the sealer will stick to it. The sealer sticks to pretty much anything, but I want it perfect. I want to make sure it's gonna stick. So I think in the next few videos, like, I'm gonna fix this dent over here. This little spot here is gonna be the tough spot. I'll probably have to use my dent puller on that. The rest of it should push out pretty easy. But this bed needs a good washing first, because you don't want to really sand any kind of dirts and oils and debris into the metal. So give that a good wash, then sand it down and all that, and work on that dent. Next few videos will be exhaust. I haven't 100% decided what exhaust to go with, but it's going to be a Flowmaster style 2-chamber. So I'll get that put in. Then we get this painted, get it all mounted up, and then it's just waiting on the seat belts to come in. So this truck's coming together pretty quick. So tell me, do you like these style of videos? It's kind of more behind the scenes or busy work or vlog. I don't know, kind of a mixture of all that. So I mean, YouTube's kind of a hard game to figure out, trying to find your little niche, what works for you, because some people do like real specific videos, how to change a muffler, how to do this. Some people do like vlog style, and people love that and watch that too. So we're trying to figure out what our niche is. I've been putting a video out every couple of days this week since I was off, so trying that style out this week, so forgive me if you don't like it. So we'll probably get back to more of the more action-packed videos of what we kind of do, like fixing a dent or, you know, just stuff like that. So give me your thoughts below, what you like, what you don't like. And I hope to get Tyler back out here, because whenever he's in the video, he helps a lot more, and there's a lot more action in it, and films a lot better, stuff flows better. It's just a better video in my opinion. We can all agree on that. So hope you liked it. It means a lot to me that you watch all the way to the end, and I will see you in the next one.